is Asinine Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we get into our Fearless Beer Review. We get into this vinyl stuff we picked up, stuff we've been listening to, Jeff's Record Store, Desert Groove's Record Store, and then we round it out with some new music and other happenings in the music world. My name is Tyler, and we out there hundreds of miles away is Jeff. While you're listening, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. If you're watching on YouTube, smash that subscribe button. And that's all I have for the boring intro. So let's get right into this. Let's get into this.
There's hurting me talk so fast.
Fearless Beer Review. What are you drinking this week, Jeff? Go.
What is this? I think it's just called 28th Anniversary Hazy Double IPA.
Oh, from Stone.
It's brand new. Came out September of last year.
Very brand new.
That's very new.
It's very new.
That's very.
You mean
new,
it was canned?
Okay?
Canned in September, or the beer itself came out in September?
It came out in September. It's never been. This is the first time ever.
September was like 9 months ago.
For a brand new beer, that's still pretty new. That's never.
Okay,
been
but it's
done
not. But it
before.
wasn't
full
canned.
run.
But it wasn't
I
canned.
didn't say it was canned.
Okay.
This is new. Okay.
Okay.
Whatever you have in your hand is probably fucking decades old. It's probably you probably have a Buddy or something. A Bud Heavy.
Is that right here?
This is 8.5. It's a double hazy. But like, why the 28th anniversary? Like, you can just wait 2 years and make it huge. You know what I mean? Like,
they're gonna do a triple IPA on the 30th. That makes sense.
What the fuck does 28 have to do with anything? I don't. And then nowhere on this does it say like 28 has something to maybe like. It would be interesting if like maybe they had 28 employees to start with or something like that. That makes sense, I guess. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. This just seems stupid, but I don't care.
All right. So you have that. I have a brewery. A beer called The Next. The Next from.
What's it called?
The Next from Third Window Brewing Company. Never heard of these guys before. Have you ever heard of them?
I have not heard of Third Window.
Yeah, apparently they're up in Santa Barbara.
Second Window.
They are in Santa Barbara. We've been to Santa Barbara before. 7% ABV, unfiltered IPA. Pretty cool label. Very kind of like, Lord of the Rings, Skyrim looking kind of thing going on here. Yeah, I have no idea what this is about. It says that it's been thrice hopped. So the band Thrice went up there and hopped it. So there you go. I don't know. I have no idea. Never heard of it. Got this from a local liquor store that has a pretty good selection of beer. They sell a lot of single cans rather than just 6-packs, so you're able to just try one and maybe never have it again. So I don't know. That's what I have. The Next from Third Window Brewing.
So somebody added that one to Beer Advocate in 2021. So that's an older beer. I only drink newer beers, but that's fine.
Okay. So are we? You ready to start drinking?
Mine's been poured and waiting.
I am too. Here we go.
Here we go, kid. Good tinks.
Oh. Is it powerful, bitch?
That's intense.
What is it? Okay, so we'll talk about our beers. We'll rate our beers based off of our world famous 3-point rating system, where 3 is a perfect beer, 2 is a good beer you're going to continue to drink, 1 is a bad beer but give it a shot, and 0 is a drain pour. So it doesn't look like you're enjoying it.
Yeah, it's it just tastes like vodka. It's intense. It's supposed to be like really really fruity and like tropically tasting, but like the fruit's supposed to be overwhelming. This is not that. Honestly, this tastes like liquor. This is not very good.
What's it, 8.5%, right?
8.5, yeah.
It's a strong boy.
It is a strong boy. It's not as cloudy as I would have thought that something's going to be that fruity.
Mm-hmm.
Should look like.
Yeah, it looks more like a normal kind of IPA. But, all right.
Damn. Yeah, that's intense.
All right, so my, The Next. It does pour out very, very hazy, but it's not. It says it's not a hazy. It's an unfiltered IPA. But I don't really know what that. I've been told what that means, but I just forgot because I don't really care.
You just didn't listen.
Yeah, when you just don't have that much interest, you don't care. Oh my god, you're the worst with that. So this is not very good. I'm going to finish it, but it has it does have a very fruity taste to it. I can't place what it is though. It's not like a pineapple or mango or anything like that. But it's also
Dragon fruit?
No, it's very syrupy. Though.
Durian?
Yes, durian. There you go. No, but it's very syrupy. Syrupy.
Tomato?
Syrupy.
Syracuse?
Syracuse, New York. Yes. So, yeah, this isn't very good. This is not very good.
Couple stinkers.
Yeah, I would give this. Wait, what would you give your stone?
I can't finish this.
It's too strong.
I don't know. I mean, sometimes I would blame it. Like maybe it's an old thing, but like this just came out in September. That's not that long ago. No matter what you think, that's not that long ago. Even this was.
I didn't. Why are you yelling at me like I'm saying it's a old beer?
Hold on there, dude. Even this was canned in September. It's still not old enough for this to turn like fucking sour and rancid and gross. There's not enough time for that.
Is this sour though? Is it rancid?
I mean, this whenever like we have, because we have a bunch of fruit trees in the backyard, so whenever we get around to picking up the dead fruit that's fallen to the floor and has stayed there for like months, and like I have we have like a little grabber. And we use the grabber and stick him in like a bag to throw in the trash. That smell that comes off that dead rotting fruit smells like this, tastes like this. So like, yeah, I don't want to say it's rancid, but it does smell like fucking dead rotting fruit.
Okay, so it smells like rancid fruit. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
and thank you for giving me an explanation. That's what I was wanting. So there you go.
Well, you didn't say that, but that's fine.
Okay. So my the next.
You like saying that, don't you?
It's stupid. So this is not very good, but that's okay.
It's a dumb name.
But that's okay. I would give this I'll give it a 1.5. It's definitely not undrinkable. I'm never going to go back to it. But yeah, it's just, I don't care. And I'm interested in trying other beers from this brewery because I think the label's really cool. But yeah, the next. I will not drink this again. So 1.5 out of 3 for me. So let's move on to the vinyl stuff we picked up, stuff we've been listening to, and your record store, Desert Grooves Records. Huge shout out.
A lot of their beers had that same style, that kind of like old timey Renaissance looking style. They have a beer called the Dark. But for the most part, this stuff just seems. I mean, I don't know.
Are they all like boring. The something?
I thought that they were, but no. The Led Zeppelins, the Sum 41s. No, they have one just called Grey Ghost. They have Santa Barbara County.
Well,
I don't know. I don't know. This doesn't seem like a very fun. What do you call it? Like aesthetic overall?
Yeah, especially considering Santa Barbara is such a party town. But
this almost looks like it should be like a wine company, like the way their labels are.
Okay, well maybe they'll switch to wine because this beer is not very good. So anyway, let's move on. Moving on.
I'm not gonna drink it. Moving on.
So. Vinyl stuff. So what do you got this week, Jeff? Go.
Get my stuff. Water, dude. Say the first for best.
What is that? Oh, dashboard. Best. Dashboard confessional, baby.
Look at that guy.
Unplugged.
Sexy man.
Unplugged.
I think I'm crying on the back.
I thought you had that for a long time already. I didn't realize it's new.
I mean, most of the stuff is unplugged anyway, but this is like a greatest hits of his first several records in the unplugged form. But it's kind of cool because the first half is just strictly acoustic, and the band comes in later on, but they don't come in too aggressively. But did you hear that?
I heard a creaking sound.
I must have, because I had my records in my hand. I dropped them. I must have hit the sigh remote because I heard, "Oh, good Lord."
Your little machine doesn't even like what you're saying.
I know. So yeah, this is now on my rotation of closers because it's fucking perfect. And man, he gets the crowd involved a lot.
Yeah.
For a recorded concert like this, he is not shy about letting them take over the entire song. And I'm cool with it. And that's what it's all about.
You made me listen to the Screaming Infidelities. He lets the crowd sing that. Good. Like there's a part where he just stops and just everybody's yelling it out.
So good. Chills. Daddy chills.
Daddy chills.
Oh, so good. Did you like it or no? Did you hate
It
it?
was fine. I mean,
I know you like that song. I thought you don't like that song.
I don't really like that song.
I know you like that
Wait,
song.
what's the last song on there? On that record? Not on.
It's not This Bitter Pill.
Yeah, that's
hands down. Hands
No.
down.
This Bitter Pill.
On the record,
That's a good song.
we're talking is This Bitter Pill. Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't even do This Bitter Pill on this.
Well, how can he? It's like it's a tearjerker.
It's a tearjerker. God, this is so good, dude. We're just whoa, what a performance! What a
It's so
performance! All right, speaking of dumb, here's the next thing I got.
Nirvana, baby. Here we go.
Nirvana's live '92. Who really cares?
Reading live at Reading '92, baby.
It's just generic, boring Nirvana.
That's why you're keeping it. Yeah, makes sense.
Actually, like Kurt does sound like he's having fun. It is a cool performance. It is.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like poppy or upbeat, but he sounds like he's having fun.
Yeah, it's a
He
great
sounds like he's
performance.
happy and having a good time. So that's nice.
Great performance. The video from that too. There's all pro shot video of that performance too. It's fantastic. Fucking
Good.
fantastic.
Love videos. Videos are good.
Well, you hate YouTube, but okay. Continue. What do we got next?
These guys,
Lifetime.
Lifetimes.
What is this?
Lifetimes of the Rich and Famouses. That's fucking New Jersey mooches. This is New Jersey hardcore. We kind of briefly talked about it when we did. I don't know, the whole New Jersey scene at that point.
Yeah.
I don't think you. I think you skimmed a couple of the songs and really didn't give them a chance. I would really recommend you go back and at least listen to like two of the records.
I listened
They're like 25.
I listened to their
30
first
minutes.
record. I listened to their first record.
That's
The first
that's
or
the
second
most-
record. First or second record. One of them, but I did listen to a whole record of theirs.
The first record's good. But they really hit their stride on the second record. Hello Bastards second. I have their second, third, and fourth. But this is their third record, 97. And it's just fucking good, man. Like honestly, without Lifetime, there probably would not be like Movie Life or Taking Back Sunday or Brand New or you hate it with like Bayside or any of this like
And
East
I'd be
Coast
fine
like,
with
kind of emo scene. Like none of these bands would exist. Like all of those bands like grew up watching this and like, oh, I want to fucking do that. And like that birds all these cool ass bands that we like, and shit's good. And the singer for this is the singer for Beach Rats, with
with the
some of the
bassist
guys
from Bouncing Souls.
from Brian Keeneland and Pete Stampkopf from Bouncing Souls,
That's
and then
good.
Brian Baker from Minor Threat or Bad Religion.
Yeah.
But it's good. Stop whining. Just fucking listen to it. God damn, dude, all the time.
What a time
All
to
the
be
time.
alive.
Never stops. Next thing.
Sound of Animals Fighting, baby. Damn. It's a good
This is our
record.
first record.
Great record.
Tiger and the Duke. This came out 2005. I remember when the demo for this first came out, and especially like in our area, there was so much buzz for this band because everybody loved Anthony Green, right? Everybody loved Chiodos, and fucking everybody loved RX Bandits. Not as much as the other two, but still very, very popular. And then I remember like even our friend group after high school and so on and so forth, we were all really, really into this band for the first and second record. Heavily into this band. But yeah, this is their first record. Now their second record, though,
Which you also
Lover
have.
the Lord Has Left Us. Got both of them. This is where it's at. This is where they double down the fucking weirdness. It's way more experimental. It's bizarre. It's fucking weird, man. But I love it. And it's cool because it's just like they can't play this shit live. They don't have enough people. They would need like 4 different people on like keyboards doing different modulations because it just doesn't make any sense to do it live.
But they have
They played a lot live.
They have played live though.
They have not played a lot live.
Oh, a
I didn't
lot,
say
yeah,
that.
yeah.
They said they didn't play very often live. They've only done a handful of tours, small tours even, nothing major, anything like that. But yeah, Horses in the Sky is my favorite Sound of Animals Fighting song, and it's fucking wild. It's bizarre.
I don't know. Act 1 Chasing Suns is also that's a fucking great. That's a banger.
That's
It's
a banger.
so good.
But it's just like their second record is just how can we make things more obnoxious?
Oh, and they do
That's
it.
what they did.
But it's fucking good.
And they did.
Yeah, both records are absolutely incredible.
Oh yeah.
And you got that from that fucking killer lot that I drove out there for you?
Yeah, two of these are from that lot. No, 3 of these. The Lifetime came from that lot too.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And then the 2 Sound of Animals Fighting. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of been spacing out the stuff I got from that lot, so yeah.
It was a big lot. It
Doesn't
was
Doesn't seem like I took too much stuff, but I did.
It was like 300 records in that fucking lot too. It was a lot.
It was a lot of records.
All right, cool.
Good.
Is that all you got then?
That's it, kid.
That's it.
See what
That's
we
all.
got. See what we're purging.
Yeah, so I'm going to start with what I'm purging, and then I'm going to end with what I'm keeping. So we start with, I'm just going to lump this all together. 3 albums from the same band, Styx, baby. See that right there? What do we got? We got Serpent, we got The Grand Illusion, and we have, what's the other one? Can't even think.
Pieces of 8?
Yeah, Pieces of 8, yeah. So the 3rd, 7th, and 8th record right here. This is all the Styx I have. I do really love some of these songs, but I did listen through at least side A of each one of these, and man, I'm just never going to go back to it. They're good. They are good, but I'm never going to go back. And I'm on a purge thing right now. I think I have like maybe 25 records right now that I'm purging from my collection. Nothing really crazy, nothing too expensive really at all. But yeah, just trying to make room for really no reason than I'm just tired of just having stuff I'm not going to listen to. So
yeah, that's good.
There you go. Styx, these 3 records. So there's that. The next one here comes from the Monkees. This is Pisces, Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Jones Ltd. Limited. So yeah, the Monkees, if you know, if you don't know, whatever. They're a fake band from the 60s that had their own TV show, massively popular here in the States, and I'm sure the UK as well. But they most of the songs they didn't write, they didn't even play on the records. They always had session guys, and this one too. I think Mickey Dolenz is the only one who actually played something on here, but it wasn't even his main instrument. Just all session guys. It's a cool record. It's very psych, very, very psych, but other bands did it better. I never go back to it. It was a fun listen through, but I don't know. Just it's cool. If you don't have a lot of records, it's cool, but I just have too many records right now. So yeah.
It was good for a while. It served a purpose.
Yeah, definitely. It's a good like gateway into a lot of psych stuff. Like if you don't really know a lot about psych music or like psych music, it's a great gateway. But then you're just reading more about them and knowing about this band and just knowing that it's not even them playing it. Like it ruins a lot of the appeal of the record for me, knowing that these 4 guys didn't even play on the record. They just sang the songs. So I don't know. It just kind of killed it for me. So there's that. And then the last thing for right now that I'm going to talk about that I'm purging that I listened to this week, Paul's Boutique from the Beastie Boys. I do like this record a lot. I do like it a lot. I rarely ever go back to it. This record doesn't sound very good. It's very, very flat. It's 1 LP, which isn't always a bad thing, but it's 1 LP, but it's a quad fold. It's fucking huge. It's massive. It takes up a lot of space in my collection. And yeah, I rarely ever go back to it. And it just doesn't sound very good. But if I found an OG, I'd pick that one up. Or if I found like the best sounding copy, I'd probably pick that one up. But at this point, because I never really go back to it ever, it's getting purged. But it's still solid. It's still a good record. I'd still give this a above 2 rating, you know. Definitely going to go back to it. But anyway, getting rid of this one.
Okay, that's something. My OG is single 1 LP.
But then how does it sound?
It sounds fine.
Okay.
It sounds fine.
Yeah, I mean, I paid like fucking $18 for this on Amazon. And when they shipped it to me, it was in a shrink with the Amazon like shipping label on the shrink. There was no box with it, nothing at all. Wasn't wrapped up at all. They just dropped the record off on my porch with the shipping label on the shrink. And I thought that's really irresponsible. So
that's very irresponsible.
So yeah, there you go. That's the story with my Paul's Boutique. It's a 2014 press, by the way. So
okay, there's something.
There's that. And the last thing here, the last bit, I'm keeping I got this a couple days ago, and it's the band Moth. The band Moth. Now we did Moth on the podcast. There you go. It's a 7-inch, 1 song on each side. Oh, it's actually translucent. Now that I'm looking at it, oh, that's pretty neat.
Are you sure he's like looking at your reflection or something?
No, it's I can see the ring light through it. No, it's actually translucent. Yeah. Huh. So anyway, yeah. So Moth, we did Moth a couple weeks ago on the podcast. There's not a lot written about this band. A lot of their music isn't even online, not even on YouTube, nowhere. They have this 7-inch on Discogs that I got off Discogs for $3 from some store in fucking Philadelphia or something like that, or I don't know, Massachusetts. I don't know. I never heard these songs before. Once A side is Deeper Green. B-side is Skinny Flesh. And never heard these songs before. They're nowhere to be found on the internet. I looked everywhere. I checked, the web archive. I fucking looked everywhere. These songs are non-existent online. And they're not very good. So A-side, Deeper Green, that song, it's not good. It's just not good. Vocally, it doesn't sound any like Brad Stens. He's credited too, as the songwriter and everything on this too, which is kind of neat. But the other Skinny Flesh, that one's a little bit more cool. It's kind of this like post-hardcore thing that they're doing. They're doing. Some cool metal moments on that as well, and he does have that signature Brad Stens vocals on it. But 1993, Holographic Records, probably from Cincinnati, Ohio. So can you see me through that? Can you see me through it?
No, it's just pure reflection.
Oh man, I could see myself. But
I was just looking at like who pressed it. So like United Recording Pressing plant pressed it, and they're huge. So maybe like, because a lot of things that were pressed in the 80s can also be like Quiex vinyl, which is translucent if you hold up to a light. So maybe like this is just leftover Quiex stuff.
Yeah.
That they used as stuff for like this.
It's
right?
definitely see-through.
That's cool. And like obviously 5 people want it on Discogs. So no one has reviewed it. No one has any notes about it.
I'm going to definitely make notes. I'm going to definitely make notes about this.
Only one person has rated it too.
I'm going to make notes. I'm going to rate it. I'm going to rip it. I'm going to put it on YouTube. And I'm still waiting for their first cassette to pop up on Discogs. I'm going to swipe that up. And then I'm going to rip that cassette. And then there's a CD that I've not been able to find any of the songs online for either. So once that CD pops up and I get it, I'm going to rip all that too. So then
if you really want to make some waves, then edit the release and add, like some copies were pressed on Quiex vinyl or translucent Quiex vinyl or translucent vinyl, whatever it is. That way it emails everyone who's ever done anything to this record, and they'll see. Ooh. And then it might bring some more traction to this.
That's true.
Maybe the value will go up from
maybe
$2 that you bought it for to $3.
No, I paid $3 for it. Yeah.
It says you bought it for $2.
Oh, did I buy it for $2? Oh, I thought it was $3. Oh, it was. Oh, you know why? Because I bought it for $2 and I had to buy something else to meet their minimum of $3. So I bought another 7-inch that was $1, which I didn't get a chance to listen to because I have no idea what the fuck it is. So I haven't listened to it yet. But so I had to buy something. So I paid $2 for this. I paid $1 for another 7-inch, and I paid $6 in shipping. So $9 altogether for 2 7-inches. For bands that
you got ripped off because the person that bought it before you only paid $1. So
well, that's the way she goes, boys. That's the way she goes. So anyway.
That's funny. Good for you.
Good for me. All right.
Those are things that you did. That's fun.
I don't know. I like finding these bands that I like a lot, or this band that I do like a lot. It's cool to have something that nobody's ever really heard of. Not that anybody would even give a shit, but the fact that nobody's ever really heard this, and I'm one of the few people that actually has this. It's kind of, I don't know. I like that feeling.
I think that's probably the most obscure thing either of us own is that piece right there.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking obscure.
Like even like obscure like punk or obscure whatever, there's still like at least 100 people that want it, know what it is, commented on it. That is like a band that nobody cares about, and a 7-inch that even less people care about.
It's pretty sick. So I'm excited.
It's cool. It's cool.
I'm excited. So I'll rip that.
This is why we vinyl, dude. Because you can't get this song anywhere.
But after I rip it this week, put it on YouTube, it will be available. And I'll probably get like some cease and desist from Brad Stens, the singer.
Did you ever reach out to him on LinkedIn like you said you would?
I did, but I never got a response.
What a bitch. You should reach out to him again.
I tried reaching out to the guitar player, but the way LinkedIn is set up is that LinkedIn is one of the worst websites ever. It's like it's like a dystopian nightmare. I fucking hate LinkedIn so much. But I tried to reach out to the guitar player, DM him, but he said it so you can only DM him if you're part of his network. So if you have like mutual connections, then you could DM him, which I do not.
I think we talked about this, and I think I asked and I forgot, but what if you're like an employer and you want to hire that guy, but you're not in his network and you have a job opening for this guy?
I don't know how. I honestly have no idea how it works for employers, but I know there's a big issue with LinkedIn with a lot of like it's overrun with bots, both employer bots and employee bots, to where people are going to apply for shit on LinkedIn, and they're not real companies. They're completely fake companies, fake applications, because these bots have just like pulled all this information from other companies and created these fake applications for fake companies. So it's just becoming this fucking giant mess, and really that's what the whole internet has become over the last 10 years. Is just a fucking spam bot network and mess of bullshit. I think like the internet that as we know it now is going to be dead within the next 10 years. I think there's going to be something that's going to replace the internet that we know, because it's going to be so overrun with spam bots and AI and all that shit. I really think so. And I think it's all going to be created by like some big corporation.
You ever seen Ready Player One?
I read the book.
Why do you have to be such a...
I really did. Why
do you have to be such a fucking dweeb about everything?
Read the book when I haven't seen the movie.
God. You're such a fucking dweeb.
The book was good. It was fun.
Words I want to say, but I'm not going to fucking say them because
I know what you're going to say.
Not nice words. Yeah, exactly. Fucking hell. I've lost interest in this conversation already because you just said that. Books are so
It was a good book, though.
dumb.
It was fun. I don't think it was like the greatest book ever written, but it was fun.
All books,
It was a lot
no
of fun.
books are good books. All books at best are okay.
Okay.
Fact.
Okay. Like The Hunger Games. I read all those books. Didn't think they were very good, so I never watched the movies. Because if I didn't like the books, am I really going to like the fucking movies? Probably not. I don't know.
I mean, I guess. I've never read a book, so I don't fucking know. Hunger Games are dumb. Because it's just... Battle Royale is the best of that genre of everyone going to kill each other and their kids, and it's fun. Like, Battle Royale fucking slays. Hunger Games are dumb.
Well, I mean, it was more than just the Battle Royale part. There's a lot of, like, the relationships and shit like that goes along with it.
Yeah, I don't care about fucking 13-year-olds kissing each other and shit. I don't care.
It's a young adult book. Yes.
I just want to see 13-year-olds kill each other. That's what I want to see.
These are books and stories meant for young adults or like teenagers.
Written by grown-ass adults.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
So?
Mm.
So?
Mm.
So?
The fuck does an adult know about being a kid?
Nothing,
Duh,
clearly.
Got him. You definitely don't know anything about being a kid.
I'm zero fun, yes.
Fucking absolutely. The only person less fun than you is, well, it's too early to cyberbully, but we'll get
Just
there.
say it, skip. Fuck it.
Wow.
Zero fun. Zero fun on this part.
Negative fun.
Yeah. All right.
Except on bank holidays, which is every day.
Ooh, I have a bank holiday tomorrow, so I have tomorrow off. So that's honestly why I wanted to pod tonight, was because I have tomorrow off, so I could stay up late and get crazy. So anyway, let's move on. Moving on.
Okay.
New albums that came out. Queens of the Stone Age finally put out their Alive in the Catacombs. It's literally acoustic in the catacombs in Paris, France. It's cool. It's fun. It's neat. You probably hated it because you hate his vocals. You pretend to hate his vocals. So
I don't. Sometimes his vocals are okay. Most of the time his vocals are annoying. But what I definitely don't ever want to hear is just an acoustic performance. That's hard pass. And I don't give a fuck if it's in the catacombs or not. Cheesy.
It is a little cheesy, but I enjoyed it. It was a fun. I would probably never listen to it again, but it was fun. Collapsia, that was a great version of that song. But anyway, let's move on. New songs, and this first one, it's actually not even a new song. It's the Vandals covering Sublime, Ball and Chain. I didn't even realize they ever covered this, but this was like originally released like 10, 15 years ago or some shit like that. So, but it just popped up on...
It's like 20 years ago.
20 years, whatever time. But yeah, no,
Ball and Chain.
I don't know if this is a new Sublime comp, but it popped up on my feed, and I thought it was really cool.
Old Sublime comp. They just revisited, added a couple new songs.
Okay, that's what it was.
And reworked their old songs that they've already put out.
There you go.
Stupid.
But I enjoyed this cover. It was still a fun cover. Good cover.
But I've already heard this cover.
I've never, honestly, I don't remember ever hearing this cover.
Well, you don't like Sublime, so I get it.
Clearly. Next thing here. Pitbull put out a new song with somebody called Red One. I don't know. And then it's a Queen cover, We Will Rock You. It's a cover remix kind of thing. It's stupid, but it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Fucking fun.
It's a lot of fun.
It's so stupid, but god damn, it's not fun.
And I think the song is for the FIFA Club World Cup. Isn't that what it's for? It's like the theme for the FIFA Club World Cup right now that's going on, which is a stupid fucking competition. I hate that competition.
Yeah.
But I think that's what it's for. Next thing here, Bullets and Octane put out another song, Anger. It's called Anger. Man, it's so lackluster. I just don't even care. I don't even really want to talk about it. Right?
What's that song that he'd put out? The Wataguchi or something?
Pitbull? He's put out a lot of songs, a lot of good songs.
I'll find it. Just go ahead and do your thing.
Wataguchi.
It's something weird. But like if I say the word, like, oh, I know what it is. I know it for sure.
But yeah, this Bullets and Octane song, you probably didn't even listen. You're not even paying attention. So,
I did not listen to it.
Okay.
I'm trying to look for the fucking Wataguchi song.
Suicide Machines put out a song too, Never Go Quietly. This is lackluster because they're that last record they put out a few years ago, fucking solid, really good stuff. But yeah,
what was that one called? I think they got the hand on the front, right?
No, it doesn't have a hand. It's like a cartoon.
Color.
Yeah, it's like black and white and orange.
His hands out like this. He's like,
something like that. Now I can't even like Liberation Frequency. No, that's a Refused song.
I'm trying to find this motherfucking. All right, I'm gonna find.
Anyway,
this right now.
they put out a new song. Who cares? Moving on. So this last thing here.
What I gotta put to berry. That's what it was.
That's right. Yeah.
What I gotta put to berry.
From his what was that like a
so fucking good
2013 album or something like that?
From Armando or something.
That's a fucking good. That's a great song. That made my top 10.
Yeah, it did. I think it made both of our top 10s. But I gotta put this berry. God, that was a good
wild song, man.
Dude, Pitbull was so good, so fucking good.
Fucking Mr. Worldwide. Mr. Worldwide.
God damn, that guy's never had a bad day in his life. Ever.
It's true. All right, so the last thing, or not the last thing, but one thing we want to talk about. It's very hyper local, but that's fine. The next couple things are going to be very, very hyper local to Southern California, Orange County, LA, Inland Empire. There's a guy named Azat Solomon. He passed away this week. He owned the Showcase Theater out in Corona, California. He also owned the Masterdome, which I had no idea he owned that, but the Masterdome was a giant, was not a giant, but it was a venue out in San Bernardino in that city. And when he owned it, he used it as, it was like a place for raves, a place for metal shows, punk shows, and everything in between. But it had been around since like the 1920s, and then eventually was condemned in 1999 and torn down. Showcase Theater, we talk about that all the time on the podcast. I went there many, many times while it was still open. I think it shut down in 2007. The city finally got it shut down. He tried everything he could to keep that venue open, but the city finally got to him, and he was forced to shut it down.
Fire department shut him down.
Which is the fucking city. But yeah, no, they had been trying for years to shut down Showcase, but he was always able to like get out of it and keep that fucking venue open for the kids. And yeah, this guy Azat Solomon, I had never met him, but everybody, if you go and like read everything that people are saying about him, how fucking great of a guy he was, and he always tried to like help kids out, like have them have a place for them to go, rather than just go walk the streets and like cause trouble and shit like that. So like he would like even like kids poor kids that would come to the shows who didn't have money. He's like, yeah, just come in. Just if you want to clean up a little bit after the show, that's fine. If not, just go on your way. Just shit like that. Just a nice fucking guy. And he put on like these crazy punk shows, hardcore shows that I went to, a couple metal shows I had been to. And no, it was just a cool venue, and it would fucking go nuts. They had this balcony, and people were just jumping off the fucking balcony all the time. It was a wild fucking venue. It was really, really wild. It was open for about, I think, like 17 or 18 years before he finally he got shut down. And then it's still empty to this day. That venue or that part of the strip mall is still completely empty. Almost 20 years later, and it's still fucking empty. So
that's sad.
Azat Solomon, yeah, he was quite the figure in the local music scene for sure. You talk to anybody who was in the punk hardcore metal scene, they will know who he is, because he was that just kind of important and iconic. So
I've never been in the Masterdome. I never heard of the Masterdome until Sloan, but Sloan like knew all about Masterdome because he went there. It's funny you say that the dude was nice, because Sloan was one of those guys that the guy would let him in for free, and he just, hey, if you just stick around afterwards, it's clean. Like we'll call it even. That's what Sloan would do. It would just clean and go to all these shows, and because he lived like super close and like walking distance, so he went to 100 shows at the Masterdome. But Sloan never went to the Showcase Theater, but he knew about the Showcase Theater, and he met this guy dozens of times to the point where like the guy knew Sloan's name. We'd call him Matt. Like he knew Sloan's name. So I thought that was kind of cool. And like, yeah, dude, Showcase Theater is fucking iconic. I only been there twice.
Okay.
And once I saw Avenged Sevenfold when
That's fucking
when my cousin
sick.
When my cousin was dating that guy who was really into Avenged Sevenfold, and I've seen that band more times than I really care about. But that was a cool show because that was like 2000, 2001, so we were like 13, 14.
Yeah, 14.
And I remember being fucking. I was like, dude, this is pretty fucking frightening. This is pretty crazy.
Mind you, this venue is probably 250 capacity. Like it's 250. That's
it's tiny.
It's small, but man, dude, that place would go the fuck off, man.
Yeah, and it was never like it wasn't a violent show or anything. Even though when I did see the events later on too, that was one of the craziest pits I've ever seen. But it was just fucking hectic. There's people flying everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I had a good time and it was fun. And then after everybody in the parking lot, people were like bleeding and sweaty and fucking just smiling and having a great time.
Time of their fucking life.
It just sucks. And which one? So the Masterdome got demolished, and that's a parking lot now.
Yeah, I think the building or part of the building, or what's left of the building is like a government, like a city building, like city waste.
It
building.
definitely got torn down because the reason it shut down because the roof, it's a dome, right? The Master Dome.
Yeah.
So the roof is a dome, and it started collapsing, it started caving in. And I don't know if he just didn't want to, if he had no money, but the city was like, dude, you need to fucking fix his roof, or like I'm going to shut you down. And year after year, he just wouldn't do it, and finally the fire department shut him down. But yeah, later on, at both of the venues, just because this was another random fact that I saw when I was reading, maybe that article that I sent you, but somebody died at one of the venues.
Yeah, it was at the
only
Masterdome.
recorded death.
It was at the Masterdome.
Yeah, and it was just because he got like electrocuted or something, so it wasn't even like.
No, he wasn't electrocuted.
He jumped off the stage and hit his head and fucking died. That's what it was.
Yeah, but then he had like he survived the hit to the ground, but he died the next day from like severe nerve damage in his spine. And that was it was at a not a Cannibal Corpse. What
Napalm Death. It was at Napalm Death
in '94. I read that in an article too. Yeah, stage dived and nobody got him, and he fucking went straight onto the concrete.
And not that like it's funny or anything, but it's kind of funny.
But also,
kind of funny.
The Masterdome, at least from what I read about it, because I didn't know much about. I knew about it, but I read more about it from that article. But it was originally built like in the 1920s, so it was super fucking. It was a
big
old.
Boxing ring.
Yeah, boxing ring and wrestling. Like wrestling took over like in the 1950s, and they held wrestling events there all the time. I meant to ask my dad about it because my dad grew up like 3 miles from the Masterdome. In the 60s, 70s, and 80s, so he probably went to so many fucking things there, but I forgot to ask him.
There were big names in wrestling going through there in the 80s and late 70s. Like Roddy Piper was there. Andre the Giant made a bunch of appearances there, and that's just fucking cool.
Super cool.
That's badass. This guy just seen like all these decades of just I don't know, people growing up and shit. That's fucking rad.
Yeah, I don't know how long he owned the Masterdome for, but yeah.
Sloan claims that as long as Sloan has been going there.
So early 90s?
He was the guy that owned it. Yes. Sloan 80.
Because Sloan's older than us.
Mid 90s is I think when Sloan started going there.
Okay. Yeah, Sloan's like 10 years older than us.
Yeah. He's born in 1980. Like it was
1980.
Whatever. I gotta go.
But anyway, yeah, so Azat Solomon, yeah, he just seemed like the Showcase did like some documentary. Or somebody put a documentary together like 10 years ago about the Showcase Theater, and there was like old interview footage from him, and they're like, "Oh, do you like this music?" He's like, "No, I don't like it. I listen to like Frank Sinatra and stuff. Like, this is not my kind of music." But the kids love it. They have a great time. They come out smiling, and I'm just glad that they're happy. And
what a G!
He just seemed like, and everybody, like I said, everybody who's commented about this guy and his death only have nice things to say about him. So. I don't know. Anyway, there you go. Just super hyper local, but we spent time there. You and I have never been there together. I've either gone by myself or with other people. So, which is so weird because we've been
I've only been to Showcase twice, and one was Avenged, and one I don't remember. I think it was with Bobby who went to camp with me. But Throwdown. Somebody wanted to see Throwdown.
Fucking nuts.
And I hated every moment of it. This is just not good, dude.
Throwdown at Showcase. Wow.
Did not, yeah.
That's wild.
It was fun, but I would rather have not gone.
God damn. Okay. All right. Yeah. Used to be a great venue. There we go. So that's it. And this kind of leads into some more hyper local stuff, but who cares? This is just two dudes shitting around. You and I just compiled our list of shows that we're going to this year, or for the next 6 months of the year.
And you've already gone to, right? You also listed.
I didn't list the shows that we've gone to, that I've been to.
I mean, like, that's just for your personal thing. I'm going to start keeping track, and at the end of the year, when you are best of, if we go to enough shows, we can also start doing like the best shows we went to, because there's a lot of shows this year.
Yeah, a lot of shows, and we've been to quite a few. I'll add them after the fact, but I only have the shows the upcoming shows, for the next 6 months. So let's talk about the stuff that you've been to.
That I'm going to go to.
Or do you want to talk about the stuff you've already been to, or no?
I mean, if you didn't do it,
I didn't do it yet. But we could talk about it on the year-end episode.
So I kind of I highlighted things, like when I highlight them green, that means it's bought and paid for. I'm going unless something tragic happens.
Same.
And if they're highlighted in yellow, it's like I really do want to go, or I'm probably going. And if it's red, it's like whatever. Like Fear, for instance, will be red. But Bayside is coming up next week. I haven't bought tickets yet, but that's a yellow. That's a hometown show, so I don't have to do any work. I also wrote down like how I'm getting there, where it's at, things like that, day of the week. But yeah, Bayside is a hometown show. That's like I said, next week. And then Primus in August 1st. Nice. That's a hometown show. And again, 2 weeks after that, Unwritten Law, House of Blues in Anaheim.
And you're coming out for that
Saturday.
So you have wait. So talk about this. We'll do it like stuff we have tickets for, and then we'll go through stuff like that we don't.
Okay. Yeah, Bayside's, I mean, that's for all intents and purposes. That's bought and paid for. Primus, bought and paid for. We already got tickets. Unwritten Law, same. I'm already planning my days I'm going to drive out there. Lorna Shore, that's just October 9th. That's bought and paid for. That's hometown. And then 2 days later is Turnstile.
October 9th?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then you're definitely not going to the Turnstile show.
Out in San Diego?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, yeah. Then I'll sell your ticket.
Nah, I told you.
I know, but I was still gonna hold on to it just in case. But
especially if like you're spending the night down there, like nah.
Okay, well, continue, and then I'll talk about the Turnstile.
Nah.
Continue.
But 2 days later, October 11th, is Turnstile out here at the Mesa Amphitheater, and that's a yellow one.
That's a maybe.
That's a maybe. Okay. That's an outdoor venue, about the same size as like that free show they just did.
The one in Baltimore?
Yeah. So like the stage wise, it looks about that's the same size of that stage.
Yeah.
And then it's an amphitheater, so it's outdoors. So like obviously the grass area is fucking massive, but it very like the way it's set up looks very much like that outdoor space in Baltimore. So
okay.
But tickets like $70. Like, come on, bro. That's fucking crazy.
Is it though?
Fuck it. Yeah, December. It's gonna be hot as fuck out there, dude.
In December or October?
No, October 11th. Yeah, it'll be hot.
It's not hot.
It's gonna be like 90.
Okay.
That's not fun. And then Fear, I put that one in red because that's one like I would like to go to, but if we don't, like I'm not going to lose any sleep over. And that's not till November. And then Bouncing Souls, just December 14th.
December 14th, baby.
House of Blues, that bought and paid for, baby. And the flight's bought and paid for.
Oh, you already bought the ticket. Nice.
Wilzer?
Noise. I like it. What time? Wait, so for the Bouncing Souls, because that's Sunday night, when are you coming out here?
Thursday night.
Okay.
But if you go to Atreyu, then
that's what I was going to say. Like, because I'll talk about it. I'll talk about it in a minute. So, upcoming shows. These first three, I might go to or probably going to go to. July 13th. It's a Sunday night. The Bomb Pops at Chain Reaction, 15 minutes from my house. Never seen Bomb Pops, but we speak so highly of them. I just wish Polly was still in the band. But tickets are like $18, something like, or $20. I don't remember.
At Chain Reaction.
If
Polly was still in the band, they'd be playing Glass House.
Oh, 100% be playing Glass House for sure. So I'm fingers crossed that like in the next like week, Polly will like make a post saying I'm back in the band.
One night only.
One night only at Chain Reaction on a Sunday night. But yeah, so I'm probably gonna go to that. I'm honestly kind of waiting for Tammy to get her work schedule, because if she doesn't work, then I'm 100% going to go to this. If she's not going to work, I'm going to try to convince her to go, but I'm not like set on going. So anyway, Bomb Pops, Chain Reaction, Bleeding Through are playing that same week, that Thursday night, out in LA at some venue I've never fucking heard of.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's some like it's not a warehouse, but it's like a warehouse.
Skid Row venue.
It's like it's like 1 block from Skid Row in LA. I hate LA with a passion. That part of LA is one of the worst areas ever.
That is not worth going out to LA for.
But I might go out for it. I don't know. But this is
that's a red. Highlight that one.
This
red.
is a show that it's a decision on whether or not Tammy works. If she works that Thursday night, then I'm going. I'm going to go out. I have nothing else to do on that Thursday night, so I'm just going to go.
Except not go to LA. That's a perfectly fine night.
So there's that. That Saturday. So 3 shows in a week. 3 shows in a week that are maybes.
That's crazy.
Saturday night, Incubus in Chula Vista, which is essentially San Diego. So a good hour and a half drive. But it's a Saturday night. If we win, Tammy and I might just stay in San Diego. But yeah, so we might go to that Incubus show. Lawn tickets are like, I think $35. So it might be worth it just for the lawn ticket. I don't know.
Bringing it back. Yeah. I like it.
So there's that. And then Primus, August 1st. We already talked about that. I'm going out to Arizona for that. It's a Friday night, and it's going to be hot as hell. Hot as fucking balls out there. But
yes, it will be.
It'll be a good weekend.
That's peak heat.
Peak heat. And that, dude, I always say I haven't been out to Arizona in the summer in like 4 years, but I'm doing it for Primus.
It really is peak heat. Like late July or to early August is peak heat.
It's like 120 degrees out.
And then at night cools down to 100.
It's so fucking... And you can't even go swimming because the pool is so hot.
Nah, it's disgusting. Yeah, it's like, the pool's already kind of gross. I went swimming last night. I was like, this is not fun.
It's only $1.10 right now. But
it's nothing.
But yeah, so and then Unwritten Law, House of Blues in Anaheim, coming out for that, so that'll be cool. And then September 28th, The Sound of Animals Fighting. They are playing at House of Blues in Anaheim, so I might go to that. Tickets are still available. I think they're like... How
are you for sure about going to like Bleeding Through in LA, but you won't go see Sound of Animals Fighting?
Because Bleeding Through is like half the cost.
Man, that's just crazy.
But in the end, I'll probably go to... I'll probably go to all of these shows, except for Incubus is the only one that's really I'm not too sure about, but pretty much everything else I'm probably going to go to. So Sound of Animals Fighting, late September for me, probably go to that. Turnstile, going to see them. I already got the tickets for this one. October 10th, down in San Diego at Petco Park, which is where the San Diego Padres play, the baseball team. But it's not playing. They're not playing actually in the. They're not playing in the. Oh no! They're playing in the stadium, but they're not filling the seats. They're only using the field. The field.
That's cool.
So that's it. So it's all general admission. So yeah, it's a little bit smaller than I was expecting, and yeah, it's all general admission, no seats, so we could get as close as we want. So yeah, Turnstile, down San Diego, got tickets for that already, and Fear, we already mentioned that, out in Arizona. Honestly, I'm gonna say this is like a good chance we're gonna go. I want to go to this, so if I want to go, then I'm gonna go out there and we're gonna go. So.
Fear would be so fun. So yeah, so stupid.
It is. I think tickets are like $40. So
yeah,
it's nothing crazy. I just wish Jeff Kresge was still in the band, but he quit last year. So anyway, so yeah, next is Atreyu. Mentioned earlier, Atreyu Thursday, December 11th. Atreyu and 18 Visions at Glass House, my favorite venue. They're playing The Curse in its entirety, which is cool, even though Alex is not singing in the band anymore. But to see 18 Visions open up for them and then Atreyu play The Curse at Glass House, fucking killer. I know it's a Thursday night, but fuck, man. It's fucking... I'm probably going to go. Tickets really aren't that expensive, and it's not even sold out yet. So...
That's wild it's not sold out.
I know. So I'm probably going to go to it. And then, yeah, you're going to be here that weekend for Sunday night at the Bouncing Souls, House of Blues. And then the last thing here, it hasn't been announced yet, but it's probably going to happen. The Vandals, House of Blues in Anaheim, probably on December 20th.
But it could be the same weekend as the Bouncing Souls.
It could be, yeah. So if it's the same weekend, we're going to see I'm going to see
That's gonna be
Atreyu on
fucking
Thursday.
Crazy weekend.
I'm going to see Atreyu on Thursday. I'm going to see you and I are going to see the Vandals on Saturday, and then we'd see the Bouncing Souls on Sunday. That would be a fucking wild weekend. But in all honesty, it's probably going to be the following weekend on the 20th.
Yeah, it's closer to Christmas.
Yeah. Either
But
way,
you never know.
I'm going, or we're going.
Never know.
So, anyway, that's what I got. I got a lot of shows lined up, and I'm excited.
It's just like when you add it up all like that, and you just think like how much this is. It's a lot of fucking money.
It is.
Really, it's a lot of fucking. It's a lot of guacamole.
It is. But I don't do anything else. I don't do anything else. I don't go out on the weekends. I don't do anything.
That's all you do is go out on the weekends.
No, I don't. I don't do anything.
You're always
anymore.
busy on the weekends. You're always going to like a party or a dinner, or invitational, or fucking.
But I don't go. I don't go to. I don't do anything. I don't do anything. I'm a homebody, dude. I didn't leave. Last week. Last week I didn't. I literally did not leave my house for 6 days. To go to the store, to go anywhere. I did not leave my house for 6 fucking days straight.
Makes sense. I've seen that fucking pantry. There's no snacks in there whatsoever.
But I didn't go anywhere. I was fucking crazy by the 6th day. I just went for a walk for like 2 hours because I was so stir crazy because I work at home. I went crazy. But yeah, I don't do anything, so that's fine.
How much were the turnstile tickets at Petco?
Like after the fees and all, I think it was like $75, $70.
What the fuck, man? Like it's just, I think it's just so stupid. Like this outdoor amphitheater is charging $75.
But that's how I know. That's how much concert tickets are. It sucks.
But at Petco Park, I get that. That's a venue that's owned by,
baseball team,
rich people that needs to make money or whatever. This is owned by the city, and like if I don't want to pay, I can just literally stand in the parking lot and still see the stage. Like so why the fuck would you pay $75? It's just so stupid.
Yeah. True.
It's so dumb. It should be like $40, $50, not $75.
In Arizona, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Ay, ay, ay.
Well, there you go.
Cabrones.
That's our plan. Those are our plans. If anybody
Cabrons.
listening wants to come out to California, come out to California or Arizona, fucking hang out with us. So we're going to these shows. So anyway.
Skip would love to come out and see Unwritten Law. I know that.
Oh, for sure he'd come out and see Unwritten Law. He loves that fucking band. Net. Anyway, so is that it? Is that all we got?
That's it, kid.
All right. Well, thank you all for listening. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. If you're watching on YouTube, smash that subscribe button. And that's it. That's all.
Skip.